Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are doing another unboxing and review video on what might be one of the most sought after figures of 2024. And who else could I be talking about other than the man himself, the almost, I'd say, icon status of CM Punk. He is coming out of the Ringside exclusive Elite Collection from the Vault Series 3. And we're going to do what we always do with this video. We're going to go front, back, side to side. We're going to take this figure out. We're going to take it for a ride. We're going to show you the packaging. We're going to show you the figure. We are going to let you all decide, is this something you need or is this something you will pass on? Hopefully this review will help you make that decision. However, we're going to have to jump right into this. We're going to have to do what some people may think is, who knows, it might be sacrilege at this point to open this figure, but of course, we've got to do it. We've got to make sure we get this unboxing and review out to the public, out to the people, and we're going to do that here today. So we are going to jump right into this. We're going to jump into this review with CM Punk, again, coming out of the From the Vault Ringside Exclusive Series 3. And we're going to do this as we always do and flip this right down, let you guys see. Ringside exclusive stamped on the top, Elite Collection right there. This is obviously based off of the Elite Series 1 through 11 packaging that we had at that time. And that is exactly what this is. I mean, a much smaller scale, obviously. Very important at this point of the collecting game because it doesn't take up as much space. Those original packages were absolutely at least double to maybe 2.5 times the size of this when you start talking all the little pieces that used to go in and out, like these curves here actually being extended and whatnot. So the packaging much smaller, obviously a big help for you mock collectors. And even though I do unbox these figures and review them, I also always do the same thing here. They go back in the package after I'm done, and that's where they will usually remain. I'm still debating on that Fig Fed. I'm still debating on doing potentially a big unboxing video someday and just putting the figures out onto shelves. We'll see what happens. But either way, we got CM Punk here, looking as only he can. Great in the viewing window. Top left corner, you got the WWE logo. Top right corner, True FX. Bottom of the package here, we got CM Punk across the nameplate, Series 3, 8 and up, Mattel. From the WWE Vault across the bottom there, we got a picture of the SES CM Punk right there for all of you to bow down to in his power and glory, because we are all just his subjects. But here it is, CM Punk looking as only he can. Like I said, through that viewing window, we spin it around to the left side here. We got CM Punk on the nameplate, another picture of him, of course, WWE logo from the Vault wrapped around the bottom there. Again, we get more of the same on the other side, exactly just that. We spin it around to the back of the packaging here. We get a little rundown. WWE logo up top. We got the Series 3 logo up top. We got another picture of Punk. Same thing from the front of the package back here. A little bit larger. You can see more of it. CM Punk across the top there as well. Go into some of what we have back here. Height and weight, of course, 6'2", 218 pounds. He was a WWE champion, a World Heavyweight champion, and an Intercontinental champion. Did you know CM Punk, who shaved the heads of lost souls from the WWE Universe, lost his own hair to Rey Mysterio at Over the Limit 2010? One thing I will say about this that I'm actually kind of a little surprised about is they didn't put back here the ECW champion. So very surprised with that, but it is what it is. Celebrate the history of these WWE legends, and of course we got Hollywood Hogan, the man we're seeing here today, CM Punk, Shawn Michaels, and Yokozuna. It was definitely an odd set. The Punk and the Michaels, absolutely thought that was great. The remake of the Hogan into this, after they didn't do the skin tone properly on the original, was cool because, you know, we were able to get that and add it back to the collection. But of course, like I've said many a times, maybe that could have been re-released in a different way, and the Yokozuna, possibly maybe the same thing. I'm not really sure. But you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. You know, aside from my opinion, what do you think was the best part of this set? You know, there's definitely the CM Punk's got to be up there for almost anybody who was collecting prior, because as I say all the time, guys, I've had so many figures that I had the originals of, got rid of, and obviously getting back into collecting. This right here is great for somebody like myself. It might even be great for somebody who is, you know, recently just started collecting and never did prior. Again, you know, same kind of scenario there. But as well as some of the original people, like I say it all the time, you know, the packaging of this is completely different. So to me, I think the originals will always hold the value, especially for somebody who is a real, you know, completist or a purist of the collecting. At least that's my opinion anyway. But Either way, what we're going to do from this point now, guys, we are going to unpackage this, get everything out of the box, and then we are going to go over those accessories and the figure. So we're going to do that in just a snap of the fingers. Stick around, stay tuned, and we'll be right back with CM Punk and all the accessories out of the package. All right, guys, we're back. We got CM Punk out of the package, all the accessories out with him as well, other than the hands, as you already know. I never really review hands. It is what it is. It's just, it's always the same thing. But I do want to throw out one little thing here, and I am not 100% sure if it's maybe an error on my end. I'd have to double check online. We'll get into it as we review it more here, but we are missing an X on one of the hands on this one. So I'm not sure if that is based off of, you know, whatever. Maybe I'm missing it. Now I'll have to go check online and then just see if it's shown there or not. But his other set of hands both have X on the X's on the wrist tape, so a little surprised that one is missing. But again, with all the things that's been going on with Mattel, it's I hate to say it, with their new factory, it could very well be part of the problem. So we will see here. But we're going to review everything here, and we're going to start off with the accessories first, and then we'll get into the figure. So first thing we want to do is go right into the mask here. This Straight Edge Society mask. After he lost his hair, he started wearing this. Pretty funny, I guess you could say, in the sense that it was like, well, we already knew that you were bald, and we already knew that that was going on. So it was kind of like a, you know, still kind of being shielded from what we wanted to see the most, you know, Punk being bald. As we know, down the front here, and I'm trying to get the best shot I can, but down the very front of this is, it says SES, and unfortunately, even with that correction there, you kind of really can't see it too well. It's a little blurry. It's kind of all like strung together, but it does say SES, but you can barely tell. I don't know if that's been a common issue. I've seen one other person talk about it, and as you can see, the rest of the mask just is open from the bottom. But very cool piece. Definitely nice with the design and everything on there. Of course, like I said, the SES running down the nose, in between the eyes there. It's you can see it, but it's a little bit strung together. You know, the slightest bit more saturation in it, or you know, having it very full, it's almost just a solid white line at this point. But either way, we go into the towel here that we always came out with as well, over the head there, especially in this time. I don't know, this was the hair replacement almost, the mask and the towel. It must have been the hair replacement, but very nice piece, sculpted hair, and I'm not sure if we've gotten this exact same one before, but very nice, and seems tight, you know, rubber. It's not soft goods, so gives you that mold that sticks with it there, so that's really cool. And then this, which is probably my favorite accessory. I think, if I remember correctly, the Straight Edge Society Punk was the first one to come with this sling, but I do also remember that Randy Orton did come with this as well in the Decade of Domination, I believe it was. I could be wrong, but I think that's the one it was. And so I think this is now maybe the third time, at most maybe the fourth time, that we've gotten like this arm sling, which is really cool. And it, you know, very nice piece. Again, I think it's crafted well. It came off the figure a little tough because you had to kind of work it a little bit, but when we put this back on, we'll show you right here on camera how that's gonna get back onto the figure before it gets back into the package. But now the main course here, we jump into the CM Punk, and Punk looking really good, I gotta say. I mean, I do like this figure a lot. Try to get you guys the best lighting there. But I do like this figure a lot. I mean, it's not terrible in any form. I mean, other than, like I said, you know, little things like the SES on the mask there was a bit off. That X missing off of that wrist tape, but that might not even be true. I'm going to have to look that up online after this and just make sure that it's not just me. But if it is, it's no big deal. I mean, I can honestly just take that hand off, replace it with another one, and we will be fine. We got the SES down the side of the boots here. It's also on the inside of the boots on this side, and same thing on the other ones as well. SES, spin it around to that side, you get the SES over there as well. So again, the camo on the boots. I love this, and I love this attire. That's the other thing. I mean, I love this so much, especially because with the Supreme CM Punk that we got from AEW, that was awesome as well. So, I mean, you know, to have that camo pattern yet again, I just love it. I really do. I actually want to get the Over the Limit CM Punk that was the basic from Mattel. That's something that might be on the list as well. I really do love this attire. So, as we sit here and go through the rest of this. We got the knee pads, of course, coming up to the trunks. And again, the trunks, as we spread this out here a little bit, but the trunks have the camo on it with the stars around to the back. Same thing again, camo with the stars. And of course, the one elbow pad. We've got all the tattoos. They are on there, looking good, other than the Cobra and the Pepsi logo, of course. And I think somebody was saying AEW actually did that. I do have to check that with that that Jazzwares figure. We might actually unbox and review that one, maybe even next. Who knows? I never even realized that they were on there, or somehow they got the rights to it, or they did something and kind of finessed it a little bit. But there we go. We got the tattoos on this arm as well. Very colorful, looking very, very nice. Up to the chest hair that is, of course, painted on there for CM Punk. And I think it was Kyle Peterson that was actually talking about it with the really wanting the real feel chest hair is what I used to call it. Real feel. That's what I would say back when I was a kid with the George the Animal Steel from the Classic Superstars there. And it was so funny because there was like different levels of his hairiness. You could get the painted on version. You could get I think it was like the light, the medium, the hot, the extra or whatever. And it's just kind of crazy to think that was a variant of a figure back in the day. But the Punk looking good. Like I said, we get down to the head sculpt here. Very much looking like CM Punk in the face, especially from the side profile here. But it looks good. I like it a lot. Spin around to the back. It's got that faded look. Kind of similar, a little bit lighter than the WrestleMania one that we got of him from his match with The Undertaker, which I would really love to see that figure remade again. I'm not sure if that's up on the board, but we also got his neck tattoo on there. I know a lot of people were complaining that the Ultimate did not have that, so hopefully that's a good sign here that we do have this. And now, let's put it all together. We're going to put this cast or sling back on him. So I think the best way to do this, guys, is to put this through the hand first. So now you got it over the shoulder, and then you want to kind of guide this piece here to fit through. Let's see if we can get this back on without breaking it. That's going to be the big thing. Actually, might want to curve this hand in, and that might be the answer. Yes, so we curve the hand in there, get that in there as well, push through until it's onto the shoulder there, and there you go. You can get this up and over. Got to just get it around the back a little bit more, because then you got to come back down with it, So we will see here. How do we do? It's getting a little tight. I definitely don't want to break this. I mean, not that it would be the end of the world. I'm sure I've had worse things happen. It'll definitely not be the worst thing that happens to me today, but we are going to push this up a little bit more. I want to give it as much room as possible. So we're going to get that right up onto the shoulder blade there, and then see if we can get this up and over. Maybe we should have put this over first. Maybe that's what we should have done. So let's try that instead. Let's bring that back out, because now we figured out how the arm's got to go in there. Let's put it over the head first. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I think we're in. The money. Let's try this now. Let's see if we can get this back in there. I'm going to have to do it over here, guys, because in front of the camera, I got, no leverage on it. That's the sad part. It's trying to work over everything. Let's see if we can get this back in. All right, so now to show you, with it over his shoulder and around the head, we've got the arm inside, and then we're just going to work this down, I think, a little bit. See if we can work that over the elbow. And there we go. There we go, guys. There it is. Nice. Okay. Well, I feel a little bit better now. At least I know I'm not breaking nothing. All right. So there we go. Now that is in there. That is all nice. We're going to put the mask on next. Slide that right on and over. Perfect fit. That's a nice one. There we go. That's a really nice fit, guys. Look at that. And originally when this figure was released, I do believe that the mask was on him in the package. So again, little differences that they add to it now, probably to realize that the inbox collectors want to see everything displayed, which I'm very much the same way. I do like the mask being on him. I mean, it represents it a little bit better, but very cool. Then we put the towel on next. I think that goes right over it. And there you go. You've got none other than SES CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, the savior of all saviors. It is CM Punk looking as only he can here. in this From the Vault Series 3. Like I said, this is a Ringside exclusive. Check out Ringside Collectibles, and as always, of course, until the day that I have my own code, you can use code Kyle. Kyle Peterson will definitely appreciate that. You get 10% off. I even believe you can use MDT for My Damn Toys, and you can also get 10% off with that as well. So those are always available. I also use the ship free 60 or whatever it is, free ship 60, ship free 60, something like that. I usually use that one quite often for free shipping, as like this last order I did, I think was around like $250. So always nice to get free shipping on those. But who knows, actually, I might have to check that out someday. Maybe the 10% off is worth more than the shipping. We'll have to do the math. But either way, the math is in and the numbers don't lie. CM Punk is looking great here, coming out of the From the Vault Ringside exclusive Series 3. His elite figure back in what is all of its glory and grace here. And CM Punk looking great. And you know who else is looking great, guys? You guys. You guys are looking great because you're all here. You're checking out the channel. You're sticking with me. We're going to get back to daily videos. Today is now day 2. We are going to be getting back to the daily videos. As most of you already know, we did a big move here. So new room tour to come very soon. I've been working on the room religiously and just day in and day out. And that's why I haven't shown you guys this room yet. I haven't shown you much of what's going on. I don't want anybody to really see what's happening here yet. So that will be all shown when we do the room tour. Can't wait for that, guys. And until the next video, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you get over there and do that. If you think that you really want to see me every day and you might be going insane, click that bell icon. It'll give you all my notifications for my new videos every single day as well. Also, too, guys, get in the description of this video. Go down to the bottom, community and sponsors. Check them out. Follow them on all social platforms and all available platforms, I should say. And as always, guys, until the next video, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.